Hello there, Pisces. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's going to be for Pisces for June of 2021. For everybody who's new out there, I pull 4 cards for the month. We'll use the bottom card on the deck for kind of an overall view of the month. And we'll pull angel card at the end of the reading, hopefully to bring everything together for us. Now, I am an empath, so I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you. Guess it makes all you Pisces named Frankie for the time of the reading, I suppose. But look at your moon sign and rising sign. You'll get a more comprehensive view of the month, and I do not believe the cards are going to go week by week. I think they'll blend in and out throughout the month as basically an overall theme for the month. I laid these cards and looked down. I thought, boy, we sure got a lot of people. The only person that we don't have is our own selves in this reading. But we have 3 people cards out of 5 cards here. Our words are pretty good. They are expansiveness, expectancy, creativity, which is a good word for we Pisces, transformation, and faith. And I'm going to say, really for we Pisces this month, I think we really have to concentrate on what it is that we want out of our lives and just really keep a clear thing about that. Maybe if we want something to transform this month, it'll transform. So looking around me and seeing my situations is going to become extremely important. When we don't change things ourselves, a lot of times that we don't need in our lives, a lot of times they will get changed for us. And no one likes change, but I think most would say forced change is probably the most difficult change. For some of us, I think this may be a relationship reading. Others of us, I just think it's a life or work, maybe something about work reading for us. But it's looking really interesting, to say the least. And I quite don't know what the heck to think of it, because our top card on the bottom of the deck, actually, the first one here, is the Knight of Swords. This is air energy. It's not us. So Knight of Swords is going to be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, male or female energy, because these are general readings, so you can't pinpoint it or hold it down. This is a person, let's put it that way, who lives like in attack mode, someone who's really overly aggressive, that it can mean that we are being aggressive in pursuing some kind of a lifestyle that's going to allow us to live out our own philosophy of life, basically. So I don't think this would be us. This is a harsher energy. This dude is dressed for war. He's come back from it and won the battle. There's blood all over his sword. Think about it along that line. So somebody who's really aggressive. I think for the most of us, it's going to be someone that's outside of us. We're not air energy anyhow. We're water energy. Maybe unless we are forcefully pursuing an idea that we have, maybe a creative one, because we have the word creativity here. But the card would tell us then in that case to remember there are others around us, so don't neglect the other parts of our lives. The thing that comes with this Knight of Swords comes as a messenger card. It may bring bad news to us about us personally, or maybe someone who's close to us. Some kind of a conflict is at hand. And I can see the conflict coming up in these cards. So some kind of conflict at hand. It's usually just verbal conflict, not physical, but violent differences of opinion, angry text messages or emails being shot back and forth, that kind of energy. Like I said, if it's not a person. It may be that I am aggressively, pursuing something. I'm really focused on some kind of an intellectual pursuit that's important to me, but I would be neglecting other facets of my life. So some of us, this is outside energy. Others of us, they told us to look around, think about what we want in our lives, and actually, am I ignoring other people, other situations in my life just because I want things like one way? Maybe I'm being a little too forceful, which would be rare for us, like in expressing our opinions. And because of that, we would get negative feedback. So for most of us, I'm thinking this is going to be an outside energy unless somebody's really aggravating us. Now, the one example always pops in my mind with this Knight of Swords energy, because remember, it's less mature than the King or Queen of Swords. But what the example that pops in is the boss that wants a job done, and he wants it done yesterday and really nasty, my way or the highway type, you're going to do it the way I told you to do it or you're fired. Or the boss that you're making something for work and it's a project that's due a certain date and the parts didn't come in to complete the project. So this person orders cheaper parts because they'll come in faster, orders me to make this object or whatever, and they send it out and it breaks down and I'm at fault. It's that kind of energy where they were so aggressive, in pursuing what they personally wanted me to do or whatever, that they ignored the fact that they were supposedly offering some type of a quality product. And when it broke down, obviously, all of us are basically in trouble for it at my work. So that it could be that type of energies for some of us. Somebody, it's not nice. Let me put it that way. It's not nice. But now we got another people card, Queen of Rods. So that's totally different energy. This usually means work, business, like finance, business, energetics. That's what Rod's energy is, or Wands energy, male or female. This is fire energy. So it's going to be Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries type energy. It went out of my head there for a minute. Male or female. Okay, so it'll be someone outside of us. For the most of us, a person that's in a position of authority, and they like to shine in everything that they do. So if we think about it like that they want to shine socially, their personality is warm. This is a person you notice when they walk in the room. Personality's warm and it's generous, it's loving, and it really kind. Honorable, intelligent are words that you use to describe this kind of a person. Friendly, mature, their advice they give to us is very well worth taking. So keep that in mind. They're not going to give us, they will provide us with valuable advice. If it doesn't represent a person, oh yeah, the other thing is they're really good with money. As money managers, they're very good with that. If I need somebody to advise me about my money, this Queen of Rods energy is excellent for money management. If it's not a person, it means that now is a very good time for us to move forward on any type of a business venture that we were planning. And if it represented us, or if they wanted us to stand in this kind of energy, it would mean that we have the qualities that we need to succeed. And if there's one thing you can say about we Pisces, we're extremely creative and we do have the qualities to succeed. She's a very expansive and transformative type of energy around us, you know. And if we're having some type of, or juggling funds, which is what this next card is, she would be the one that could help us probably out of the situation. Because now we have the Two of Pentacles energy. Two of Pentacles means money coming from two sources. You know, like maybe we're having to juggle our finances around a little bit this month to make ends meet. But still, it's a positive card. It is good fortune and enjoyment. And sometimes we're experiencing a little bit of financial difficulty with this card. It's a message about money that is on its way to us, probably in some kind of a written form. Usually that would be a letter, but in this day and age, it could be an email. But we're still in a stage of deciding right now about two different options to choose. We're concerned about kind of our issues around our abundance, and we might be holding down sometimes more than one job with this, or moonlighting at a second job to make a little extra money. But the card itself tells us choose are always about choices. So the card's telling us it's time to make a choice. Actually make the choice and stick with it and to have faith in it, right? I think about this too card. I always think have a backup plan with this kind of card, you know, and that Queen of Rods for some of us might mean the backup plan. Like, let's say I'm depending on or I'm saving money for a loan. Maybe I want to look around a couple of places, find out maybe a down payment on a car, find out who takes the least amount of money, you know, perhaps that kind of energy. Have some kind of a backup in there if I am experiencing financial problems or things like that. Or maybe a moonlighting because I want to maybe do a second job because I want to save that extra money or some along those kind of lines. You know, think about it like that. A backup plan. Maybe there's someone out there that can kind of help me a little bit with an extra money. Maybe it's going to be that Queen of Rods if I needed a few bucks extra, or give me the idea of it. Now, for some of us, it could be, and I'm saying it because of this next energy, could be a breakup, and where we go from, you know, maybe this argumentative, aggressive energy to the Queen of Rods, or to one of these next cards coming up, because this next card here can transform everything, because now we have the card of the Tower, and that's a major arcana. It's usually something that we totally did not expect. Some of us, it is, and we have the word expectancy in here. So think about it. Look around you. See what's not working, because this could be the overthrow of old habits and ideas that maybe don't work for me anymore, that they've got to be gotten rid of, you know. It's not really a negative card in that manner, because it's something, if I really looked around my life, usually with this card, you know, the big event, the catastrophic argument or something like that could have been seen or foreseen. I could have expected it was coming, especially, and then I get, instead of being forced into changing something, I get the choice to change whatever I need to, basically ahead of time, you know. The card usually comes up when I'm stuck in a stagnant place and I don't know how, you know, to change things, and I'm dissatisfied, I'm discontent, but I don't know how to change it, right? This card fires off that urgent need to break free of anything that's holding me back and expand my life and move, basically just move forward. It can't be, it's sometimes totally unexpected. Could be an argument, energy along those lines, something like that. For some of us, I think it's going to be a matter of us just looking around at our lives, is the way I feel. See what we need to transform and know in our hearts what it is that we want, but seeing what we need to transform. Or the argumentative energy comes, and maybe this lack of money for those of us that this is a relationship reading. I'm really not sure because there's so many. It's hard to read when there's a general reading, when it's all people cards, because now we got the Queen of Pentacles. That's earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, a male or female type energy. This is a person that uses money as a tool, but they do not worship money. It's not the be-all and end-all. So it's a generous person around us that is an excellent manager of money. Now, I'm thinking for some of us, this may be a breakup of a relationship, or maybe even leaving a work thing and going from one boss to a new boss, maybe due to an argument or some type of a change. But this person, as they're a real good money manager, so as an advisor, even if they didn't favor us, they would be very fair with us. So it's a practical, well-grounded person that wants to see any money that they lend or give out or distribute, basically, is the word for it, is going to produce some kind of tangible result. So I'd have to go to them if I'm asking with some kind of a game plan. And if this is not money, or a relationship reading thing for us, if it's not a person in our lives outside of us, she represents harvest. After much labor, security, acquisition of wisdom in our lives through experience and prudent use of our wealth. That's the key word there. Prudent use of our wealth. Maybe that's why this Two of Pentacles, this juggling the funds, is coming up around us. Now, some of us, I think, this Knight of Swords is almost like a severance energy, and we may switch to a new partnership due to an argument, or maybe something doing to lack in money concerns or things like that. But for all of us, I believe if we look around, we may be able to avoid this and make the changes that we need ahead of time. So think along the lines like that. Where does this make sense to me? Is this my boss at work, basically? Are these other people like different positions? Maybe both the two bosses, I'm working, moonlighting or something, juggling things around. But I think that Tower energy, we can kind of, for the most of us, if we really concentrate on what we want out of our lives, make the changes ahead of time, right? We're not going to really deal with that Tower in the same way that others will if they don't take that opportunity or chance to sit down and basically, what is it that I basically want or in my life? Let's see what our angel cards, what do you desire? Can't make angels up. What is it you want in your life? You now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desire. Once you clearly decide upon your true desire and know that you're ready and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if by magic. That's that expectancy word down here, and having faith in it and expecting. This is what I want. This is what I am going to get, basically. This is a good card for us and this reading, because that Tower card can bring unexpected stuff, and we're kind of getting basically forewarned to change whatever it is we need to change in order to move forward ahead of time. Really look around us. This card comes to you because you've been waiting for an external sign of what you should do next. The angels say the answer comes from inside you. You must decide what you want before anything can change. Carve out a time, meditate upon your heart's true desires. Know that you deserve the best, as we all do. Use affirmations and positive visualization to manifest your desire. Clarify the desire. Release any guilt or fear regarding asking for what you want. I think that's a basic truth. We always think, am I asking too much? There's no little or big miracles. To source energy, they're all the same. I can ask for whatever it is that I really want and focus on it. Well, Pisces, that's our reading for this month. I want to tell you all, thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and for your comments. I read each and every one of them. I really appreciate them. If anybody wants to know more about me or just neb about me, or if you need an appointment, all of the information to be able to do that's down below the screen in the About section over at the website. Over at the website are the 2 short videos. One explains the prayer class I put out there for you, the other the sutra classes that I put for you. The prayer class that tells you how to format prayers, why you do them the way you do, and the sutras are simple thought forms put into a meditation. It takes 5 minutes a day, and it enhances the clear perceptions dramatically. But the videos that explain that are over at the website. So to everybody I met through 5 whole years of YouTubes now, and all of you I've met through 33 years of doing this work, I want to tell you all, it's been an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure to serve you, and hopefully I will see you back here next month. Bye-bye.